What's up, people? Orsa Course here, coming at you with another Roco update video. Today, I want to go over some of these major updates that dropped today and then take a look at the store because I know that's a big deal. So jumping right into these updates, Dead Zone is finally out, so people who are playing with actual controller, good for you. Bad news for some of the PS4 and Xbox players, though, who were using keyboard and mouse. They disabled that for now because apparently there were some issues. I hadn't even heard about that, but apparently that was something that was going on. So sorry for you guys. Another thing I think is super dope is that they actually fixed up their ping system a little bit. So now when somebody pings something, you can actually confirm it, which is going to be good for people who don't want to use their mics, but still want to, somewhat communicate, right? Also, you can actually ping gadgets and things now. So you can actually ping if, there's a, like Ronan throws her knife into the wall or something, right? Instead of letting your teammate just run into it. So all good changes. I think that's dope. Let's go ahead and take a look at this store real quick. All right, people, so as you see here, we have the store open. I'm gonna go through this really quickly because I'm sure you can look at these yourselves, but we got this Vandal Jackal sitting at 20 bucks, which is kind of what I expected, but I was hoping it wouldn't be that expensive. I mean, it is a nice skin though. Maybe I'll cop. We got Downhill Lancer, which is actually dope, 5 bucks. I like it, colorful. I mean, people are gonna see you coming from a mile away, but it is nice. We got the Vigilante Dallas. I like that. My man look real grimy, like he ready to throw down in somebody's backyard. We got Redline Scourge, which is cool. I mess with it. $5 skin, not bad. We got this American flag little glider right here. Very fitting right now. Let's look at some of these gun skins. We got Splatter for 7 bucks, yo. Then we got Construct Orange for $5. All right. The emote. All right, we're gonna stop that early because YouTube be tripping with this copyright. That's not bad though. I mean, the emotes are okay. 4 bucks for this. That's not terrible. We got the spray, and that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, and then we got the regular old rogue bucks. I mean, that's all fine and well. Tell me down in the comment section what y'all think about the pricing if you're gonna be buying something, and let's go ahead and jump back into these updates. So we finally have the surrender option. I know this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for, not just me, because let's keep it 100. Some people leave over some petty stuff in this game. So I'm happy we finally have this so we don't have to just kind of slug through some of these matches. So if somebody disconnects or if they just don't show up to the game at all, you can go ahead and you can surrender. And as long as people agree, obviously you get to do it. If they don't though, you have to wait another 2 minutes before you can try to surrender again. Also, if a match has been going on for 10 minutes and you see that your team is probably not going to win and your team may realize that as well, you can go ahead and try to surrender at that point as well. So I think those are great changes. I think that will I think overall players will be a little happier with that. So I like this change. Another thing that they did, and this right here just speaks to the fact that we are not reviving each other. They went ahead and increased the bleed out timers from 13 seconds to 16 seconds. So I think that's a huge deal because I think they're trying to tell us something here. So hopefully people take that and actually start resing their teammates, because y'all have seen some of my videos. There's been people standing over me, watching me die. You know what I'm saying? So it is an issue in this game right now. We definitely need to fix that. Now, I want to mention this because I think it's pretty important for Demolition. So Demolition, the bomb explode time has reduced from 55 seconds to 50 seconds. So that's going to add a little more, I mean, it's only 5 seconds, but it does add a sense of urgency to the people who are attacking, right? Second thing, people can no longer actually hide their bombs. So Ronan specifically cannot throw her knife right at the or right on the actual bomb anymore. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So some good changes to Demolition. I think one thing that I would like to see though is maybe keep the timer going even when people are actually defusing. Another big change here is with Trench. Trench has finally got his barbed wire kind of worked up a little bit, so he can now throw it 15% further, and he no longer actually slows his own teammates. So all good stuff right there. It'll also be glowing blue now. Some of you may have noticed this because they actually added that in a couple of days ago. Now there have been a slew of weapon changes, so let's go ahead and go over some of these real quick because this is important. In general, when you are ADSing with a scope weapon, so that's going to be the Aaron, that's going to be the sniper, the Mark IV, the edges of the screen are going to be blurred now, and this is an effect that you can turn off in the display. I would recommend doing that because I don't see any benefit to having that blur on. But keep that in mind because this is important, especially for you people who run the Mark IV, or more likely people who are running Phantom. So keep that in mind for sure. So two guns that I want to mention here, the Devotion and the MXR. Both of these guns are basically receiving a recoil reduction. The Devotion apparently had some type of recoil been applied for a longer duration than it was supposed to, and the MXR wasn't receiving its recoil reduction at all. So when you're playing with these weapons, they may feel better because of that reason. Also the Deadeye or the Dead 3D or the D3D, they fixed the issue with this one where it had like some type of weird kickback recovery delay. So these three guns are probably going to feel a little bit better. I'm curious to know what you guys think. I'm going to be playing with Talon today to kind of see if I can tell the difference because I really like his DMR. The next thing I want to talk about here are some of the bugs that they went ahead and fixed, because some of these are more important than others, so I'm going to only focus on the important ones. So the first one I want to mention is Ronik's ballistic knife. It's no longer going to be dealing double damage upon like proximity detonation. So apparently that was the thing that was happening. I may have even run into that before, but I didn't really notice it, right? It's something that just kind of got by me, but that's a big one right there. And I'm curious how like Ronin mains, because they probably noticed. I wonder how they feel about that. Another thing that is notable is that Chalk's no longer going to be able to fire his weapon before his stim pack ability finishes, and that's going to be a big deal. Not that Chalk was like super top tier anyway, but the fact that there's going to be that bit of a delay may kind of change the temperature of people who are playing Chalk. So I'm curious to see what people are gonna feel about that. They also reduced the hitbox size of the sticky sensor, so it's basically the appropriate size of the gadget. In Demolition, you're going to be able to actually plant the bomb on top of objects in the bomb site now, so I think that's pretty cool. And then the last thing, and this one I hadn't run into either on playing or like being played against, is this melee glitch where apparently you could swing super fast. So I hadn't run into that one, but apparently they fixed that. So if you're one of those people that got chopped down, you shouldn't be running into that issue anymore. If there's any bugs that you think that they missed or that you've experienced, make sure to put that down in the comments. Like, I know they didn't mention anything about Saint and how sometimes his drone goes up, but it doesn't actually res anybody. And it's not because they're dead. Like, it just goes up, then it doesn't do anything. It comes like right back down. So if you have any glitches that you see that they like still need to fix, make sure to put that down so that we're having those conversations and, you know, helping the devs, you know, make their game as good as it can be. I also want to do a little plug here. If you're considering picking up any of the rogue bucks from the item shop, make sure to go ahead and use somebody's creator code. Mine is ORS, of course, 1. I would appreciate if you considered using mine, but just use somebody's, man. Creators love when they see people are actually using their code, and it gives back to the community and helps us make even better content for you. So just a consideration. As always, people, I appreciate you watching the video. I look forward to the updates that are coming up. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with another video. I think I found a couple of more skins that are going to be coming into the item shop soon, so I'm going to show you guys some of those here. This is Ors, of course. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace, 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 peace.